Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital, we've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off and running from Landover. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
This drive's going to start with a run by McLaughlin. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
65 Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready, ready.
I'll go to McLaughlin again. He's got room to roam. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go. Start. 70 Timberwolves.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Right side, cut by Davis. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Ready. Ready.
Play fake here, Daniels. Cut out left. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. They have 9 yards on the play. That's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
1st and 10 of the 25-yard line.
Come on. Set. Pass the 6. Ready.
From the gun, here's McLaughlin. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Ready.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Washington, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
70 Lions.
From the gun, it carries on McLaughlin. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
70 Lions. Bronco 80. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Daniels from the pistol. Drops back. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 7-yard line.
Feet nice, Kate. Feet nice. they so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down. It took a great defensive effort to do it. All in all, Kate, we call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll run in here with Jaden Blue. And he made it his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Dak off the play fake. This is complete to Ferguson on left. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Shotgun snap, a give to Blue. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. Oh, it's 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Give on 2nd here to Blue. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak now from the gun. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And this does not get it. Snapped in short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Yeah, here we go.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
Okay, instead of my usual why, I'm going to ask you how. How do you stop them short on the sneak right there? And the answer, well, most of the time you can't, and you don't. And that's why they'll go to that sneak time and time again.
And they just get the play off. Close secured by George Pickett. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Just 3-0 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. From the red zone now. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for 2nd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Brought in close to the 8. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up second and goal.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the first and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal.
Yeah! There we go, boy.
Prescott here from the gun. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up third and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed to going for it on fourth, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
2 yards away from a touchdown to begin this game. Here's third and goal. From the gun is Prescott. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10.
Go, Reed, go! Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
They'll go left side with McLaughlin. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Taking a shot deep here. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Begins his return at the 16. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Yeah, here we go.
First and 10. Here's Prescott. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
Yeah! Here we go! All right, look. Hey, 47! 26.
Here's Prescott. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. This is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Now, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
26.
Who gets the handoff? And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 48.
A third down run with Blue. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Third down here, need 8 on the play.
Yeah! Here we go, 48.
Throw here, third down. This is going to fall down the whole way to the turf. Incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. The distance, but headed well left. No good. And a 4-point lead, it shall remain.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Get it!
Now Daniels off the play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Buffalo at 70, Timberwolves.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Finds him over the middle. Into enemy territory and a yard at most from the first. That brings up 3rd down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Well, the defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. Just about a yard to the marker, so they're going to take the risk and go for this.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. 19 tight, 19 tight. Hut, hut.
Again, Daniels to the air. He finds it beyond the marker. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Hey, smash Bronco. Let's go now.
Now a toss. It's McLaughlin. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Lion. Viking 18. Ready.
On the handoff, this is McLaughlin. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Play action now. Daniels. Throw left side, complete. And get this forward to about the 28. Now Sauce Gardner dropping him there.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. To throw, Daniels. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
To the air again, Daniels. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take the lead just before halftime. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big time. Throw bodies out into coverage, but stopping the tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. First down, here's Dak. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up second down. Looking to throw. Into the hands of Pickett. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out.
You know, kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out.
46-yard attempt.
Aubrey puts it through, and it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go, Riley!
Dak off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Going deep down the left sideline. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Up the middle, blue. There it is, touchdown Dallas! The Cowboys take the lead right away in half number 2.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 1. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Go!
Now an inside handoff. McLaughlin. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Daniels. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Hey, kill!
Play action, Prescott. Finds the in route complete. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yeah! There we go, boys. What is it?
They'll run the toss to Blue. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
On the give, it's Blue. They're cobbled together a yard there. Devontae Wyatt finishing that play off. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go.
Third and long for him here. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Yeah!
They'll run this with Blue. He'll make his way through for a pick of a 4.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Yeah, here we go.
Motion the tight end over. Now here he goes on the boot. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. George Pickens the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on, set! 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Blitz is there, and he goes down. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
And theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or two.
Well, a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And it sets up third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here we go. Ready.
Third and long for Daniels. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He's got it at the 24. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32.
Yeah! Here we go! 26.
Now Dak to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's second down coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And things look tougher now with third and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott now on third down. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Down the left sideline he goes. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys make it a 3-possession game. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Let's go. Let's go.
Daniels back to throw. Pass Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready,
Rolling on first down, Daniels. Right side, cut by Sinnott. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Finds a seam down the middle. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
60 man, ready? Viking 18. Ready?
Daniels is going to throw again. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
That's now the third time that he's been hauled down in this game, and that one was a biggie. Something's got to get figured out. Either the protection's got to be shored up, or the QB's got to get rid of the ball. You cannot take those kind of negative sacks.
Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing second and 23.
Bronco 80.
So we're through 3 here. It's the Commanders with possession, but they're in a pretty deep hole to start the 4th. Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing second and 23. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Finds Davis complete. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Couldn't find a completion on first down. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Come on, set, go.
Handoff, here's McLaughlin. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss and make a difficult 4th down decision.
This is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders get it back to within 2 possessions. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders get it back to a 14-point game. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with blue. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So that brings them to 3rd down.
27. Yeah! Here we go. 26.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. This is caught by Blue. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
1st and 10, Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Pickens, the motion man right. Going blue here. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield onto their own side. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. 1st and 10 from the 32.
First down.
Yeah, here we
It's
go.
a gain of 20. And the Cowboys first down.
Handoff running left. It's Blue. And the hit helps set him out of bounds there after he picked up 7. 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Here we go. 26.
Now it's Blue. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Yeah! 26.
Prescott here from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one gains 7. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Blue. He scampers ahead for about 4. It's 2nd down now.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Blue gets it. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Throw here, 3rd down. And they strike for a touchdown on the final play of the game. He didn't need it, but they will take it anyway. The Cowboys have likely locked up the win right there. Jackson Smith and Jigba with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know,